Hi, Roberta. How are you?
Hi, Tim. I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting very excited for the start of 2020, 2021. And this is the season 31 cohorts of Wells students. So
Oh,
that's
past 30.
amazing. Keep
31.
growing.
Roberta, who's the other dude that's in this call? I don't know.
Why, it's
You're
my,
the Wells principal. Why is there this other guy on the call? I'm the teacher. Who's this guy?
I would like to say this is my colleague, Mr. Dave Estes. And back 6 years ago, 7 years ago, Wells and Puget Sound Skills Center partnered with Puget Sound High School so that our students had a pathway to graduate high school that was meaningful and rich with experiences in different careers that were either possibly environmental or maybe more towards working as leaders in helping groups and teams develop. So Dave Estes is the principal of the vital Puget Sound High School program, and together we partner to do great things for kids. How's
Wait,
that, Dave?
they have two principals? These kids have two principals? Oh man,
Yes,
it's a lot of people looking over their shoulder.
a lot of love.
That's awesome.
Decided to be able to, many years ago now, give them a home to be able to finish off their high school diploma all the way within the Wells program, and then flowing to our vital Puget Sound High School. And so that's what we were able to offer the Wells program. So now a diploma can be given to a student by us. And so it's just been a win-win situation for all of us here. It's been a great relationship, and it's allowed for students to stay engaged in school and get that high school diploma from a program that means so much to them. And then so they come to us in their junior and or senior year, and we finish off all their high school graduation requirements in the Puget Sound High School. And then they join one of our CTE programs in their senior year, or there's some flexibility in that, but mostly in their senior year. And then again, we're working half a day in one of our CT programs, and then in half of the day, they're in our Puget Sound High School earning their grad requirements. And then we have a lovely graduation all our own, and it's been a lovely activity. Our vital Puget Sound High School program is not just Wells students. Wells students are mixed with students from other districts that are also in our CT programs. And so, but the Puget Sound High School has its own graduation, which is also not all just Wells students. It's a mix of other students too, but it's a lovely small group, and we do a very nice graduation that's been well received over many, many years.
Thanks. Dave, where did you go to high school?
Well, a couple of years ago, I graduated from Thomas Jefferson Senior High School. We're the best. There ain't no more. Senior class of 74 in Federal Way School District. And then I came to PSSC myself as a student back in 1974, right? Yeah, 1974, and took culinary arts. And then, like happens to all of us in our lives, you get these weird phone calls occasionally there, and you want to come back and teach at the Puget Sound Skills Center. So I taught culinary arts here, and then worked my way up until now I'm the principal of the Puget Sound High School and the assistant principal of Puget Sound Skills Center.
Cool. Hey, Roberta, so we've had this conversation before. Students, outdoor recreation and leadership is a trade, and it's a trade that can kind of move into other trades as well, like teaching and so forth. What do you think, even though it's not as many people move directly from outdoor rec into an outdoor rec job, like they might from culinary into a kitchen or from automotive into a shop, what do you think the benefits are of kids being in, right? Because they take outdoor rec with Michael and other folks and Johnny in their sophomore and junior year. what's the benefit of them doing a more career focused approach with me
Yeah.
at PSOT?
Yeah. Many professions use the outdoors as a way to develop leadership skills, so that Microsoft, and in a different job that I had, we had law firms, we had Boeing, we had big companies that would use the outdoors for a week, or usually a retreat for a couple of days, where they would intensely look at what it means to be a team member in that core group, what their leadership skills were, who they were as followers, so they could be better at whatever job they had, whether it was manufacturing or law or a leadership. A lot of chamber of commerces, which bring together a lot of small businesses, will come together and do a lot of outdoor activities and challenges and leadership in order to best figure out who they are and how they can, build their self-confidence. And I think our outdoor rec leadership program that you're the teacher of does a fabulous job skill building for how to interact with other humans, how to discover who you are and what your skill set is, so that you, when you go apply for a job in retail, manufacturing, or when you apply and write your college essay and then have your college interview, you are presenting your best self, because you have been in situations where you have had to pull from deep inside yourself to cross that freezing cold, raging river, to put the tent up in the rain. And you know that you have team members you can rely on, or it's up to you to make that happen. And I think when I hear from so many, when I hear from so many of our students that have graduated the Outdoor Rec Leadership Program, they are highly successful in their maybe stepping stone job to another or to college, because they know who they are, they know how to ask for help, and they know they can persevere and problem solve almost anything, because they'll use the skills that they learn backpacking or in challenge course, because you've broken it down for them to help them identify the problem, try things, try again and get better and better. And so it's something which is why every freshman in Highline has an experience prior to their freshman year, so that they can use those skills to be a successful student as a thing. So
Roberta, that was like one of the best explanations of the benefits of outdoor rec I've ever heard. What kind of coffee did you drink this morning?
So I think more kids should join. They should all bring a friend.
Dave, which you modestly don't like me talking about, but I'll talk about anyway. You have a major outdoor accomplishment in that you have climbed the tallest mountain in North America, one of the 7 summits, the tallest mountain on each continent, Mount Denali. So you are a very accomplished outdoorsman. What outdoor skills do you think translated to your job as a principal? I mean, you're facing like a really challenging time of a school year that's fully online, and having to do a ton of work. What qualities did you learn in the outdoors that you use as a leader now?
Well, it's an interesting question, and a little bit ties to what Roberta was just talking about, is the full package of what we do here in every single program. And it has very much an analogy of climbing a mountain. And that is yourself, but also yourself as being part of a team, and learning how important that is. The team is only as strong as its weakest member. And that kind of mentality is what gets you to the top of a mountain. And it's what also, like Roberta's talking about, is what gets you ready for a great job, or it gets you accepted by college. And that's true in all of our programs. And so while you think the outdoor rec might be just solely focused on just outdoor rec and outdoor rec careers, that's not correct. we prepare you in all of our programs. It doesn't matter if some people come to our programs and find out they thought they liked something and found out they don't like it. And what a valuable lesson to learn. But what they do learn in all of our programs here is that you leave this place with a portfolio, how to use that portfolio effectively in a job interview or a college application process. And we send you out the door with a highly, what is really needed out there in the working world here. And so why having hard technical skills, using the mountain analogy again, yes, you've got all the fancy equipment and all that, but what gets you to the top of the mountain is having the highly diverse, marketable set of skills that's going to get you to the top of the mountain or going to get you that job or get you accepted to that college. And that's true in every single program here, particularly, like I said, in our portfolio project and how to use that portfolio effectively in an interview environment, and ask any employer. Having the hard technical skills and how to do a job is very important. But as important, if not more important than having those hard technical skills, is having the soft skills to go with it. Your ability to work in a team environment, working collaboratively with a group, team project kinds of things. You show up every day, you're on time every day, you work hard every day. And those skills are, again, as important, if not more important than having the hard technical skills. That's why people lose their jobs. They don't lose their jobs because they don't know how to do the job. They lose their job because they can't work in a team. They're late for work twice a week. Their attendance is terrible.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of skills that we really hit hard on here for students' benefits. And it's also what gets you to the top of a mountain.
Awesome. That was great. Well, thank you two very much for your time. And I think they're really lucky to have both of you as resources this year. So 2 principals is better than 1. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll get to interact with you all a little bit, although in the online environment, maybe a bit less than they would in the in-person environment. But I will definitely ask you at a later date to come into our class and talk to our students.